don't know. Oh, that's my thing. Where's my... Oh, here we go. Hopefully it's notifying my people that I'm live, baby. When... Well, ain't that some mess? We gotta see, let's pull this up here. Well, I guess okay. We'll do it like that. This is so kind of like impromptu, but hopefully people join me. This is the normal time that I'm streaming my podcast. Oh my God, I have water in my damn cup. And instead of streaming my podcast, I am live. Hey, Kayla girl. How you doing, girl? Uh-oh. I wonder if YouTube sent out my notifications. I had posted on my social medias, and I should have did it last night, but I didn't think it was going to make much of a difference. Hi. Hey, Tashay. Hi, Nishmack. Nashay. I'm wrong. It is Nisha. I said Nisha Mac. Oh my gosh. Hi y'all. Homegirl said I look cute. Thanks, boo. If you was on my Instagram, you know I had my little leotard on yesterday, but I'm a therapist. I see different clients every day. And I'm gonna repeat that same goddamn shirt. Do you hear me? Hey Nicole, you look so pretty. Thank you, boo. I appreciate it. How y'all doing? What are y'all up to? What are y'all doing? I just pulled me up a what's this, y'all? Sangria. This is what I got. I try not to put it on the camera. This is there's a very long time difference between the sound and the video. Ain't no way. Are you serious? That just pissed me off. Hello, Nene. It's good to see you, lovely queen. Hi, boo. It's nice to see you. Is it really a time difference? I don't like that. I'm ready to click off and come back. Oh, God. Lord knows I ain't trying to do that. I'm sorry if that's the case. What y'all up to, man? It's a Tuesday night. I literally just got off of work, like ended my session, typed up my note. Y'all know the podcast goes live at 7. So I was like, okay, my session ended at like 6:40 on the dot. Oh my gosh, so I had to end it, get myself together, get myself right. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm about to give me a glass of wine too. Girl, get you some wine. So let me tell you what I wanted this. Ain't no problem over here. It's getting better now. You know what? I wonder if it was a delay because I was streaming it on my computer under the same account. So maybe it was delayed like that. I don't know. It's only 5 p.m. in Arizona and it's getting dark. I don't like it. Girl, I feel like it gets dark here in Maryland at damn 3:40. I'm joking. But since you guys are here, tell me in the comments where you're from, where you're watching me. I just seen somebody say Arizona, so I'm very interested. I'm in Maryland for you guys who don't know or have not known, but that's where I am. Tell me where you are. Where you at? I'll wait for your comments to come in. But in the meantime, I said, let's kind of come talk, you know. I want to give some insights. This is something I want to do a part of the podcast, but I want to see how I'm going to brand it. Well, I really just kind of come talk to my people and give you like free insight, free perspective, you know, just put you on game. I got Baltimore here. Somebody said Georgia, baby. Chicago. That's kind of cool. The delay has disappeared now. Yes. Thank you. Where are you from, G Mandrill? Where you from? Baltimore right up the street. Minnesota, good Lord. You know, Baltimore ain't far at all. I've been to Georgia, Drove to Georgia. Listen, I can't even see. I can't even tell you if Georgia was good or not because I was young. Now that I'm grown, girl, I got to see if Georgia's hitting on it. Everybody go down to Georgia, especially Atlanta. So maybe it is hitting on something. Amsterdam, okay now. Oh yeah, that's kind of lit. I think it's awesome when it's like people all over the damn place. Just be here. I'm like, that's so cool. So yeah, who else? Who else? Tell me what did YouTube send you guys a notification on me being here? Like, did it notify you? I'm assuming so. I don't know if it does that. Man, listen, this is blowing me. I put my phone on damn do not disturb and the notification's still coming in. That's some shit. Texas, hey Texas. I'm trying to get to Texas for New Year's. I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get my damn leave approved, okay? North Carolina, Nene, you look freaking beautiful. Thank you, Isabel. Ain't nothing going on in Georgia except Atlanta. I know. Y'all, so a lot of people have been telling me I got like this glow. We got another Arizona in here. No notification. I was just on YouTube to see what to watch as I cook. Well, damn, ain't that a coincidence? That's kind of cool. And here I go. Yes, we received a notification. Awesome. That's kind of cool. But yeah, so many people tell me I got this damn glow. Like, girl, you're glowing and growing. I'm just trying to figure out, is Colorado okay? Is this kind of like a cliche? Like when people in relationships, it's like, damn, girl, you glowing. Or am I really glowing? I feel like I got a glow, but shit, I don't got I don't got daggone know. Also, y'all, I got a frontal. My frontal is hitting, sister girl. My edge is a little crusty, but we doing it. We doing it. I got tired of that haircut. Like, I wore a haircut for like 4 months without no style. That's never me. I always switch my hair up. So finally put a wig on, girl. All 26 inches. Okay, we doing it. Anywho, so I guess let's tap in with me. I guess what's going on with me? How am I feeling? How am I doing? Girl, I'm doing okay. That's what I tell everybody. Like, I'm doing okay. It says it looks like I'm the only one from the other side of the Atlantic Ocean. Amsterdam. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. That's lit. But how I'm doing, I don't really know how to answer that question because naturally I like to give like a kind of like answer like, oh, I'm good, I'm all right, I'm cool, but then also I don't know, I'm learning something. Okay, so many things to say. I'm doing okay. I'm doing much better than I have been doing in the last couple months or whatever. Like, I'm doing pretty good. Like, I can't say that I'm doing bad. I was talking to somebody the other day and she said, girl, you was just strong as hell. And I hate when people tell me that because, girl, I tell myself that shit every day. And I'm just like, bitch. It's not an option for me. It's just something I am, okay? Homegirl said, what you say? You said, I want to start a podcast. Advice, please. Girl, shit. I guess I'll tell you since I started mine, but I had to figure out what I wanted my podcast to be on, and I'm still on that, just kind of figuring out my lane. But I think that you got to test it out. I don't know. I've already had an audience on YouTube, but my audience was different than my audience is different. Like, my YouTube audience is for makeup, hair, all that stuff. So this podcast audience is really different. I don't really have the answer for it. Just do it. I would just say, figure out like, what do you want to talk about? Who's your audience? Like, who's the people? What's the purpose of your podcast? Applying it and getting it on Apple Music, I feel like it's pretty big. So it's like, don't just apply and put it on there. If it's on your social media, like, girl, get you a platform and first like see if it's a need for it. Does that make sense? If people in your life are telling you like, girl, you need a podcast, I need to listen to it, then shit, maybe you do. But I started on YouTube, so it's like I ain't got the answers. Sway. There's this book that I have yet to sit down and read, and I bought it. Oh, it's right here. Now, I bought it from Amazon, y'all. It is Podcasting Made Simple. So this is the thing that I could recommend to you. I'm probably on page 3. Okay, but basically it says a step-by-step guide on how to start a successful podcast from the ground up. So I ain't got the answers, Sway. That's why I bought this book. And I have not read it yet because god damn, my life has just been crazy. But look into this book. I really be like, I don't buy anything. Like, if I find that it's really going to help me, and this book I felt like was going to be helpful. It's about, how many pages in here, boo? 135 pages. So it's really not that long of a read. Check it out. Yeah. Check it out. Get the book. I got it off of Amazon. So I think that's the better answer for you, boo, honestly. She said, yes, you are. You strong. Thank you. Stop applauding us for how well we take a hit. We want peace. Bitch, I want peace. Absolutely. She said, I'm glad you're okay, Nee. Keep your head up. Keep thriving. Thank you so much, boo. I don't know. I was kind of talking to somebody today, and she was telling me how, like, she really is not, like, as far as her work, she's always working and having different jobs, and she succeeded at all of the jobs. But she's kind of bored in her career now, like, what's the next step? And I was kind of saying, like, I don't think finding your passion is within your career. I'm getting to my point. Basically, you know how, like, you're just naturally good at something, like, something just comes natural to you, right? So, like, maybe working and every job she get into, like, she's natural, she's a good worker, she knows how to catch on to things, right? So that may not just be where her passion is at, but the point is that things just come natural. So for me, whenever I go through challenges and situations, just finding my way through comes natural. I was talking to somebody today, he said, I could find my way. I've been in so many knots and I will find my way out of a knot. And I'm like, yes, like, if I'm in entanglement, I got to find my way out of it. I got to find peace some way, somehow. So this strong label, oh my gosh, like, sometimes it can be intimidating but for a person who's naturally strong, I don't really know how to take that compliment. It don't sit with me like, damn, girl, you so damn strong. It's like, girl, let's get through it. Let's get to it. Oh my gosh. Hi, Jason. It's been a long time supporter of mine. Yes, peace is where it's at. The earth is a little too round. Here it's 1 o'clock, so I need to sleep. Well, good night. See you later. Um, but let's talk a little bit, y'all. So, and y'all could kind of chime in on this, but I wanted to kind of have a conversation a little bit about self-worth. I'm noticing as a therapist, but I'm noticing it a lot in my teenage clients, where self-worth is very, very important to kind of understand and know and, like, adopt the idea of. Hey, Daisy. Hi, boo. It's very important. As I talk to my older clients, it's so funny to see how self-worth is kind of like overlooked, or even at that point in life, they're like, what is my self-worth? I can't really tell you. And then I talk to my teenage clients who are really kind of like building their self-worth. Like, they don't know that they're doing it. It's just a part of the stage of life that they in. And I kind of wanted to pose a question. I had wrote this down because I'm like, maybe you guys have an idea. Where does self-worth come from? Like, where do you guys think that self-worth really comes from? She said, I've been hard on myself lately. Oh my gosh, girl, we naturally do it. I know me. I know that sometimes, I don't know. It's like, I'm in the middle, and I see this meme all the time. I'm in the middle of, girl, I'm so proud of you, but then you ain't doing enough. It's say I'm stuck between that. Like, damn, I'm so proud of you, but damn, you ain't doing enough. Like, that critical shit, like, that's me. Like, I'm always on my ass. Like, god damn. So that's a good question. Where does self-worth come from? I really think that it could come from a lot of different things. I think that it first starts with the people around you, the value you place on yourself. Absolutely. I think that it first starts with the people around you. And I think that can start from early ages, as far as your parents, your siblings, your immediate family, right? I really think that self-worth really, really stems from the people around you. The people around you really treat you like how you feel. Or the way they treat you can determine how you feel about yourself. And let me tell you why I make this point. I don't know if any of you guys listen, but think in terms of your parents, right? Are any of you guys in this chat kind of like fatherless or motherless, right? And when I say fatherless, let's say like he just walked out of your life, you didn't have him, or motherless, in a sense like that. I think that that's a big factor on a person's self-worth, especially a child. Imagine, right? You have your kid, maybe you 4, you 5, and dad was around and then dad is gone. And you sitting here like, well, where the hell did dad go? And why did dad leave me? Don't worry about what's going on between mom and dad. You internalize things that happen as children. Children really do internalize situations. They will really, really say it was because of me. They will find a way. So I think that even when dad leaves, right, a kid has to grow up with that, questioning, well, was I good enough? Was I not good enough? Why did they leave me, right? I guess I didn't make them happy. I didn't make them laugh. And I think that is a pinpoint of like how a person could really determine what their self-worth is. And from there, all the experiences and all that just adds on to it. So I really feel like, where does it come from? I think that it comes from your first interactions with the people around you, like literally parents, immediate family. From then, I think it comes with experiences, but then also kind of like how you see yourself. I'm going to pause right here and get to you guys' comments because I don't want to get too far. So somebody said that's a good question. I agree. I think it starts from childhood. I know if certain things didn't happen, I would have more self-worth for myself. That's an interesting point. I think so too. I told you experiences really could kind of shape how you feel and how you treat yourself. She said it comes from within. Self-worth also comes from getting to know yourself, getting to know who you are. I think so too. I think that plays a pivotal part, or I think that's what am I trying to say? A factor as well in where does self-worth kind of stem from. What did she say? Yes, my mom and I don't get along. Ooh, now that's interesting. I really kind of want to get a specialization in mother and daughter relationships. There's a certificate for that where you actually have therapists who provide services to mothers and daughters with strained relationships. Specifically, the mother and daughter relationship, y'all, that shit is like needed. Do you hear me? Like, I feel like women learn how to be women via their maternal figure. And when that shit is messed up, how do you develop? Like you really gotta. I feel like being a woman is very important. I feel like if you are a woman, please grab some little girl and help her out, because being a woman is difficult. You really gotta find your way, man. And when you don't have another woman to help you, it's tough. Have you ever been there? Let me get to your comments. She said, I have both my parents and I've always struggled with self-esteem. Now, that's interesting. Now, that's different. I think that self-esteem, you know what? Those words may be interchangeable. I was going to try to separate self-esteem versus self-worth. I know that self-esteem is how I feel about myself, how I see myself. Self-worth could, I think, also be the same in a sense. I don't think there's a distinguishing factor between those two. I was about to Google it. Let's see. Here's a long one. My mother left me at 3 days old, and our relationship is not what it should be. But she has a favorite child who happens to be my middle sister. So I can relate to what you're saying. Do you get what I'm saying? As far as how do you determine your self-worth, and then parents leaving and splitting. But then it makes it even more bad, right? Because here you are with a middle sister, and mom shows more interest. And again, I ain't trying to put you on the spot. I'm just responding. But that's difficult. When people kind of reject us, we naturally kind of figure out, like, what the fuck wrong with us? We try so bad to get to the bottom line, like the bottom answer, like, what did I do? And what about me? Why they don't like me? And all I do is this, and all I've done is that, right? I got a quick solution. It ain't you. That's it. That's my answer. That's my answer. For anybody who's dealing with kind of like rejection from a parent or a strained relationship with a parent, and I'm not saying that you may not have done anything to add to this strain, but what I'm telling you is if it didn't start off with you, I don't think it's you. I just don't think it's you. I feel like a lot of people, what do I want to say? I just don't think it's you. When a person treats you bad, I don't think it has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. That's the point that I'm trying to make. And that's easy to say, right? But how do you really kind of like chew that up and swallow it? I think that the best way for me to put it is, if you have not done an intentional harm to somebody and they treat you as if you've harmed them, then it's not you, it's them. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, sometimes we intentionally try to hurt people. We cuss them out. We got attitudes with them. We ain't got nothing to say. You know, we be spiteful. That's intentional harm. But I feel like if you ain't never, I ain't never had a conversation with you. Shit, I don't know much about you. Get what I'm saying? I've always said hello. Shit, if you spoke, I didn't speak, or whatever. What have I done? Do you get what I'm saying? If you leave yourself sitting there trying to figure out what you've done and you can't find nothing, it has everything to do with them and not you. All right, girl, I spent a lot of time on that. She said, my mother's a strong woman. My aunt also, that's where I get my strength. Amen. I like that. I love that. I think that because you have healthy examples in women of what good women look like, and you know, I'm gonna say this. Sometimes strong women is presented differently too, right? I'll give you an example. A wife can stay with a man who done ran game on her whole damn life, and she done stuck around for the family and kids, and they never break, and people label that as strong. I can't call it because somebody else will see that ain't that goddamn strong. So I don't know, but whatever examples you have that has kind of helped you out and you perceive it to be strong, ditto. You should do that. That would be great. Doing the mother-daughter relationships. I suppose as children, we rely on our family and caregivers to give us what we need, to socialize us, instill our values, teach us skills, support us. Absolutely. I don't think people really pay attention, but as a baby, you don't know shit about this world. At 1, 2, 3, just think you only had 3 years on this damn, you don't know, 4 years of living. You're going to look to the people around you for answers. So the way they react to situations, that's how you think you're supposed to react. So if you have a parent that's angry, right? That's that when things don't go their way, they're going off and they're blowing up. You're gonna say, okay. So I guess when stuff like this happens, I be angry. You adopt these things because you don't know what else to adopt, right? So I agree. I'm getting there. Too many of us with estranged mother-daughter relationships. Girl, don't even get me started on my relationship with my mom very much, which is why both my grandmothers were my example in being a woman. Amen. Honestly, I had a lot of women older who are resting in peace now that taught me a lot as well. Good. My mom told my therapist in her office in front of me that she hated me. Session was over. Woo! 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 Whoa. Thumbs up this live, y'all. Show some love to the host. Oh, thank you so much, Michelle. My mother was very disconnected as a mother. She was always there physically, but not there as a mother. But her mom passed when she was a child, so I think that's why. You know, I want to talk on this too. It's so funny when you really think of the pathologies of things, right? Like, so your mom was disconnected, really didn't know how to connect to her baby, right? But then her mom, passed away. Maybe she never really formed no true connection. So here you are with a baby, you don't know what to do, right? And a lot of times you see a pattern of women not really knowing how to emotionally connect to children, but they do know how to provide for the child. Does that make sense? So I'll make sure their basic needs are met, like they're going to have a house, they're going to have clothes, they're going to have food, right? Like they're going to be okay, but that emotional connection is kind of strained. I think that has a lot to do with the person too. They don't really know how to emotionally connect. They say that there's this thing like when women get pregnant, you naturally become a mother, right? Maybe for some women, but I think that bonding with a child is a topic for another day. And a lot of women struggle with bonding with their own babies. And I'll tell you, there's a group, a niche of women who have that and they're not happy about this issue, right? Like they're not ecstatic that they can't bond with their children. That's really, really what's the word? Shameful, that they can't and they want to and they don't know how to. Topic for another day. But I was saying pathologies really do repeat itself, it really does. And this is why we say breaking generational curses, like where you have to be the person or, to kind of like, no, we're not going to keep this going because things do go down the line. It really does. Here we go. She said, if my own mom can't love me, then who can? That's difficult. Oh, I like this, but it'd be so much for me to say on this. Damn. I totally understand what you're saying. Do you find that furthering your education helps in your knowledge to support your clients? Absolutely. Hey, you look beautiful. Thank you, Nikki. Absolutely. So, as a social worker, right, the education does not stop. I'll just kind of break it down. As far as my license, when I got my license, you don't just get the license and call it a day. When you have your license, you have 2 years to get 40 credits of professional education in any field or area or niche that you want. And you have to meet this requirement in 2 years. Now, these are called continuing education credits, okay? Like you get certifications. So let's just say I have an interest in child development, I have an interest in ADHD, I have an interest in trauma, right? I can go get all these certifications. The more knowledge you get, the better equipped you are to deal with people, because I want you to understand that the human population is very diverse. Not every person have the same experience, same problems, think the same. We could go through the same goddamn experiences and have very different results and outcomes, right? Well, I'll give you another. You and I could be in the same room seeing the same shit and we have a different experience, right? Point is, the more knowledge I get, I'm more equipped to be able to deal with those experiences and those people. So as a social worker, it doesn't stop. Like, if you don't get your credits, then guess what, girl? Like, you lose your license. But the thing is that this goddamn profession is so fucking expensive. It really is. And to be able to deal with humans, you really would never see that money. I'm trying to tell you guys, somebody got to be here to do the work. Think about it. Who's going to be here? Who's going to do it? Who's going to do it? You never, ever, ever. It's so many hats that I wear, you know, like, but somebody got to do it. Somebody has to be here for the people. So I say that it's very expensive just to get my trainings, y'all. Like, shit, one trainer, I just pulled it up today. Actually, I want to tell you, because I'm very interested in this training. I'm going to pull it up because I'm going to show you. How do I go to my history? Hold on. Let me go to my history. History right here. I'm going to show you. This training is on sale, girl. Now, mind you, some trainings you go to, again, you remember I told you I got to get 40 credits. Some trainings you go to can only give you 2 credits, right? But the price, $499. Whew, girl. What is the training that I want to tell you guys? Oh, here we go. Which one do it? Is it this one? Yes, trauma and attachment. What is the name of it? Effective strategies for helping challenging clients, okay? And I get 6 credits for this. But guess how much it is? The normal price of this is $220. This one's still right now for $100. When you see shit like that, it's like, grab it up. Grab it up, okay? Because you need it. So then once I satisfy, this is my license, right? Once I satisfy all 40 credits, right, before the time my license expires, then I have to prepare myself to get the next level of licensure. So right now I am a licensed generalist social worker or master social worker. The terms are interchangeable. The next one will be a clinical social worker. That's the last level. Girl, I'm gonna get it. But shit, you gotta have a certain amount of hours, you know, like 3,000, 4,000 hours of being in supervision. That means meeting with another clinical social worker that helps guide you through practice. That's 3,000 hours. So that's a year and some change. Like, it takes some time, but then you got to go take another course, right? Pay money for that. Then you got to take a test. The test is $600. So you find, point is, this goddamn field is very goddamn expensive. It really is. But the beautiful thing about it is, as a social worker, you could work in so many different in so many different environments. I could be a social worker and work for a law firm. You know, I could be a social worker and work in a hospital. I could be a social worker and work for what is it? Rent, you know, not rent, but you know, like, it's so many different fields I could work in as a social worker, you know, and the higher your level of license and knowledge, right, the more money you pay. I could be a social worker and literally open up my own practice and see my own people, right? And people really urge me to do that, but I like working with people, but when you have your own practice, I'm literally just sticking to the people I work with. And for me, my vision is greater than that. I don't want to work with one person at a time. I want to influence many people at one time. You get what I'm saying? So having that license is beautiful, but damn, it's expensive. My mother didn't have her mother, so no one taught her how to be a parent. I feel my mom just did the best she could, but today our relationship's ups and downs. It's tough. As any parent, there's really no guide to how you parent, man, or how to be a parent. You really winging it. Think about it. You are literally, let me just throw who's in the chat. I'm about to throw a name out there. Nikki. Think about this. Nikki is 27. I'm throwing some info out there. Nikki is Nikki. She's 27. She got friends, right? She's really helpful, right? Nikki likes to go out and party, right? Like, Nikki is Nikki. Nikki is that girl. Nikki becomes pregnant. You know what Nikki thinking? What the fuck am I going to do? Literally, Nikki's thinking that. Nikki has left the hospital with a brand new baby and they sitting there. Nikki probably like, what the fuck am I going to do? It really is a realization like, nothing comes natural. You don't really know how to fold the pamper. You don't really know. You don't know. But as the days go past, you really start to get the mom thing under whack. And any mom is in here going to tell you, you don't really fucking know. You know, because at first you was just Nikki partying and now you're Nikki the mom. And you got to learn too how to separate Nikki and Nikki the mom. I really feel like when you do become a mom, you got to learn which identities. You know, it's different identities you have. I'm never going to be Nene as I am Nene the mom. It's different. So even as a person having a baby, you really like, what the fuck? It's difficult. So I say all that to say, like, parents ain't going to really know. Some parents get it right the first time. Some parents don't. There's no guide to parenting. And then it also depends on the support you have around you. You know, you got a big support that really can teach you and help you with the baby. Oh, great. But if you ain't got no fucking body, girl, you thugging it. My mom had her first baby. I don't even know if she wants me to put this information out there, but my mom had her first baby very young. Her baby grew up together, okay? Just think. You and your kid growing up together, the relationship dynamic gonna be different anyway. You know, like that's gonna be your ace boom coon because they are gonna see what your life looks like at that age compared to somebody who's older, you know, and had a baby. You know, they're already seasoned a little bit, so it's just different. So, you know, it's a double-edged sword. You can't really blame parents because they don't know, you know, and I don't know. Shit, that's my take on it. She said, I really love and respect you. Thanks so much, Daisy. That means a lot to me. You're welcome. I thought about getting into social work a while back. Definitely thinking of furthering my education come 2022. Okay, but do your fees increase as you gain knowledge? Yeah, so don't quote me. Yeah, you do. Your fees increase depending on the credit you decide to get. So again, some trainings I want, girl, this one training I want $1,300 fucking dollars just to sit there for 8 goddamn hours, and then I got this certificate. But it's just the level of knowledge you're getting it from. Okay, so yeah, them things change. Now, as far as your testing, your licensure, like yes, the licensing fees change. It does increase. Your test does increase, like absolutely. Then your programs, like if you need a program to study, that's gonna come with a price, girl. Yes. I'm most of the way through my bachelor's. Thank you for sharing this advice. No problem, boo. Great, you explained that nicely. This was me as a parent first night. Lola, I'm trying to tell you, in some years, child. Add some years, child. True. When that baby come, you gonna be like, what the fuck? I already know me. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna have my baby, right? And I'm in a hospital. I'm gonna be like, girl, I do not want to go the fuck home because what am I gonna do? I'm gonna get home in this bitch. I'm gonna stare at that baby and be like, wow. Wow. I got a whole little person. What do I do? The moment they cry, I'm stressed out. I'm gonna tell you that right now. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? You know, and that's why some women, you know, postpartum depression is a big thing. It's real. It's real. Here we go. I'm trying celibacy, been successful for 3 months now, feel better emotionally and mentally. Have you ever been celibate? What was your experience? So, no. I'm not celibate. I feel like at one point in my life I was, but it was never for a long period of time. I think that celibacy is healthy though. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm choosing celibacy now, which is kind of crazy. Well, I guess I could say I've been celibate maybe for about a month now. It's been some time, so I ain't even about to sit here and fake. Let me not even cap. I ain't even about to cap, right? Hi everyone. Hi boo. But I'm gonna tell you why I chose celibacy. So I'm not about to cap. I felt like spiritually I needed to do that, okay? I felt like in order for me to attract and manifest the things that I want, I had to stop the things that really didn't really matter. Do you get what I'm saying? And the people that really just didn't really matter. If I didn't see any type of long-term future with you, it was no point. And I feel like this. I feel like part of my choosing of not being celibate, I'm fresh out of a relationship, right? It could be, not could be, it was one of the ways I was helping myself kind of mask what was going on. And then also too, like, fuck it, let's just have fun. But I'm just not that type of girl. Like, I've never been that type of girl, honestly. Like, I want one damn person and I want that to be my babe. And that's it, right? So I kind of chose celibacy for a spiritual thing. Like, it was just like, God, I know that I am trying to attract, right, good energy. I'm trying to manifest and pray and have faith on all the things I'm asking you. And sex was truly a distraction for me. Like, it was just a distraction. I don't need that shit. You know, like, when you become intimate with somebody, shit changes. You know, like, if I'm trying to focus on me, I cannot focus on you. And I don't like that. You know, I'm just, so I agree. I was about to cap. Yeah, I'm celibate shit, and I plan to keep it that way. I ain't gonna hold you. I plan to keep it, but I guess I didn't put the term celibate. Like, okay, I'm about to practice celibacy. Girl, I'm just like, bitch, keep this to yourself. Shit, that's where I was at with it. I'm celibate to protect my energy. You'll grow deep into who you are and tap into high spirituality. I will, and I am. I just had a reflection on that today. I'm like, damn, neat, because I see my angel numbers all the time. I see angel numbers all the time, but it's so funny because I never really was aware of them, and now that I have increased my awareness, right, I've kind of went up to a higher level, right. I tap into my angels all the time. I'm seeing my numbers. I'm like, I see you, angel. You know, but I manifest all the time too. And I just tell God, like, continue to speak to me through the universe, speak to me via my intuition, speak to me via signs, you know. And I really think that that's another way of God just kind of speaking to me too. So, yeah, yeah. What'd she say? Because I realized I really absorb people energy. You know, I was just explaining this to somebody, right? And I know that they have like this law of, I don't want to say law of attraction, but energy, right? People say this, okay? Like when you have sex with a person, you exchange energies, right? And that energy could be bad or could be good or whatever it is. I have a different perspective on this, and I could be wrong, but it's just my perspective. I feel like, I'm referring to like multiple partners. So let's say I have sex with John, and I really, really love John. Like, I like John, right? But then let's say I have sex with Michael, and I think that Michael, I don't really love him, but he's just my little flame. I feel like the energy that I have with John is not going to transfer or mix with the energy I have with Michael, because those are two separate energies. But the spiritual law says that any goddamn energy you allow to come in is just there. So it's all based on how you take and interpret that. What she say? Hey boo. Celibacy is definitely powerful. 3 years and counting. Wow. Once you realize how powerful that sexual energy is, you won't have an issue locking it down. And I just said something about that. I just said that the law says that this energy is powerful. So I just read something too. It's so funny. I just read something too that sexual energy is healing or something like that. I don't know. I can't quote it. It's an Aries thing, I guess. We focus much on others. Girl, that shit is a blessing and a curse. It's a curse. And I hate it though, because people really feel like Aries are very like arrogant. They feel like Aries are um their anger, like they have this negative thing, and I really hate that. Like, first and foremost, we are the first of the motherfucking zodiacs. So I want you to understand that all the shit you go through, we first. We done been through all of that shit. We done been around the sun 3 times and spoke to everybody twice, okay? Like, point is, I really wish people would see Aries for who they are. Like, Aries really, really give a fuck about a lot of people. They really do. They care so deeply. I'm being biased, I guess. But I know my big 3. I'm an Aries rising, a Leo moon. I'm sorry, Aries sun, a Leo moon, and a Taurus rising. So after I researched all of them, I'm like, the one I didn't resonate with was that Taurus. I'm like, Taurus, what? Leo, as far as how I feel, right? Oh my gosh, dude, like I relate to the Leo moon so much. So much. Okay. I'm getting through this, I promise. Thank you guys. You're welcome, Courtney. I've been doing that too for 2 years. Best decision I ever made. Y'all, I'm just sitting here trying to realize, can I go 2 years without having sex? Never been there. Can't speak on it. Y'all got Instagram. Let's be friends. Oh, yeah. Drop y'all Instagram names. They don't mingle, but their energy will stick with you. I didn't even know that. Will stick. Shit. Aries are super passionate, caring, want to support and see you win. I ain't lying. I will tell you, I got an Aries. My best friend is the Aries. He's a male. My best friend is the Aries. And it's just somebody I just kind of got to keep in my corner. I really feel like maybe some signs could feel like this, but when I see an Aries, I'm automatically going to be their friend. Because I know that when a lot of people see us, they like, fuck no. Like, we just, that one sign that people just be like, no. I feel like Scorpios get a lot of hate, Geminis get a lot of hate, but I feel like Aries get the most hate out of all of the signs. And it's like, what the fuck did we do? Like, damn. It depends on your birth chart, because, child, I have 4 Aries daughters. I'm grateful for them. They help me in many ways. Oh my God, girl. 3 Aries, man, that's a blessing. But I'm going to tell you, girl, I know you got mood swings flying all throughout them. Oh my God. Oh, you got an Aries rising, Cancer sun, sorry. Gemini moon and Aries rising. Almost 10 years for me. Ooh, Lord, I ain't even about to think about that. Oh my God, hey Nene. Hey Gia, I'm a Leo and I get along with Aries very, very easily. We do, it's that fire energy. It's that fire energy, that's all it is. So I've really gotten into, I've always been interested in, what is it called? I've always been interested in astrology. That is something that's always really interested me. At one point, I had turned away from it. I would say end of the high school, early college years. I just kind of was like, I ain't looking at that zodiac shit. I don't know why. But then I was like, girl, if you don't go back to your damn horoscope, like, go back to that. Because I really, there's a saying in astrology, and it says, what happens up above happens down below. And I truly do believe that the planets up above dictate what's happening down below. Do you know presidents keep astrologers on their team? Like, people of higher power really hire astrologists because it's true. What happens with the planets truly happens on Earth. Like, it was so funny. I was watching something that had predicted this seed, that thing, that the COVID. You know how you can't really talk about shit. The astrologers, the planets really predicted this coming. I was watching something on YouTube. I was like, wow, I'm a Scorpio. How do I figure out my moon and stuff? I'm a Taurus. You have to know your birth time. So if you know the time that you were birthed, there's an app called CoStar, C-O, and then S-T-A-R-R. And if you put in the time, it will tell you immediately what your sun, moon, and rising, or what your moon and rising is. And it'll help break that down for you. But you have to know your birth time. I didn't know it. I just found out because I didn't have my birth certificate. So I went, paid that damn $70 to get my damn, that's how much it meant to me. Paid that $70 and they got my damn birth certificate. I had to wait a couple of weeks, but I got it in the mail. And once you know the time, your time that you was birthed, And it's also good too, like the location. It's going to ask you, because the location matters too, because that depends on where the planets were on certain parts of the hemisphere, I guess. But the time matters, the birth date, and the location, the city, that matters. Once you have all that information, girl, put it in an app. It'll tell you. And it's fun. It really is fun to kind of, you know, figure out. I'm also into like spiritual readings. Now, that's the difference between psychic readings. Psychics really allow any energy to come up on them. Any energy. I mean, anything that flows through them that tells them, psychics allow that, and they read it. Spiritual readings are really guided by God, spirituality. They're really guided by the angels, you know. So I love spiritual readings. Now, there's a lot of people out there who do spiritual readings, girl. You can't trust them all, but I have a few that I really, really like. It's so funny. After my last situation, my last breakup, I had went and got a spiritual reading. Prior to my breakup, I had got a spiritual reading from this girl I know, and in so many words, she had told me that if I continue to hang on to this particular relationship, she said that I was going to be unhappy. It was going to cost me my happiness. And that really resonated with me. The one thing that I love is that you don't tell these spiritualists any of your information. They ask you for your birthday, and that's it. Oh, they ask you for your first and last name, and they ask you for your birthday, and that's it. You don't tell them any other identifiable information like, okay, so this is going on. You don't tell them that. So anywho, this particular girl kind of had told me like, this is going to cost you your happiness. And she said, go for it if that's what you want to do. And I was like, fuck, man. Like, it was a hard decision for me, right? So then anywho, after this whole situation, I had went and got a spiritual read. It was the scariest thing fucking ever. Because when I tell you this lady, like, this, I paid $70. I paid $70. She gave me a 15-minute read. It was 15 minutes. It was the best $70 I invested in. This lady pinpointed my situation literally from start to finish. I mean, and really just kind of like laid it all out, just flipping her cards and like, whoa, and then this. And I'm sitting here like, this is me like, what? Again, all she needed was my name and my birthday. And I don't know the process that they go through to, you know, I think that these people are very, very gifted. And again, that's why you have to filter out, because there's a lot of scams and there's people in the spiritual world, honestly. But you got to filter out, you know, what resonates with you, what feels right, what feels good. But best $70 I invested in, even still, I mean, a girl just really predicted some shit. Not predicted, she kind of just, I would just say predicted. She really just kind of spilled it all out. And I was like, whoa, right? Like, it was just like, this shit is really real. My mom, she don't want to read she don't want to know about her horoscope. She don't want to read it because that shit just kind of, it scares her how real it is. But that shit don't scare me. It is more confirming like God is real. You know, like it really is. It confirms that to me. So I really love spiritual readings. I plan to get my next one maybe going into 2022, but I try not. I got my very first one at the end of 2020 going into 2021. After this last big deal happened to me, I had got my spiritual reading because I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then I think I may get another one going into 2022. But my goal is not to keep getting them because I do have my own faith, right? And I do trust and believe in God. And I just kind of allow time to tell me. But the spiritual readings really just give you guidance. I think that they really kind of just help you out. All right, I spoke a lot on that. Are you into numerology? I am. I was just talking about angel numbers, is if that's what you're referring to. I really am. For me, it's just kind of like recognizing. So the numbers I see all the time is 333. I see 222s, and I see a lot of ones. And it's so funny because in my spiritual reading, the lady said the number you're going to see a lot is 111. Like, that's what you're going to see. And I see it all the freaking time. Now, I'll tell you this. I'm not a person that stare at the clock and be like, all right, wait for 111, wait for... No. I feel like the numbers really matter when you kind of catch them off break. Like, let's say you walk into the kitchen, you just happen to look at the microwave and you see this 333. It's like, oh, hey, Angel, you know, like, cool. Or you pick up your phone and you like, oh, what time it is? And you see that it's 12, let's say 11:23. It's like 1, 2, 3. It's like, oh, okay. I think it's those, but I don't think that your angels are speaking to you when you purposely sit and clock watch. Like, I don't believe that. She says, what happens to the blog with you and such and such? Are you still together? Love and missed you. Hi, boo. Hi, kitty cat. No, we're not. It really is. A lot of people still don't believe it, but it's true. I've been getting messages since I was a child. That's awesome. I ain't been getting no messages. I do believe that, and even through this last situation, I really have a strong intuition. Like, my intuition is very, very strong. And I had to get back to myself. Like, your intuition has gotten you through life. Like, why all of a sudden you just decide to stop listening to it? I know the fuck why, but my intuition is strong. So like, if something is telling me no, yes, do, go, you better listen to it, because it has never steered me wrong. But I ain't never really got no messages like that. You know, I don't think I have psychic abilities, but I can predict the situation, be right. Just based off of the damn information you give me, I'm like, I know this. Like, I know what's about to happen. I'm grateful for the gifts I have. I have many gifts. It's a beautiful blessing. I would love you to allow me to do that for you. Oh, sister girl, stop it. Then I got some DMs from people like, oh, let me read for you for free. No. I recently turned away from the horoscope. I saw a Bible verse about Deuteronomy, about it being an abomination, and stopped it altogether. Well, I can't really have Bible talk with you, because I really feel like Bible talk is really based on the interpretation of how you interpret it. I really just think so. So I can't, boo. If that's what it is, I got you, boo. That's exactly how I respond when I see my numbers. Seriously, like, oh, I be like, hey, Angel. Girl, seriously. That's why the tongue is powerful, and you have to watch what you say or think. Man, and I don't know if y'all have been watching me for a long time, but we're gonna have to wrap it up soon, y'all. I plan to leave at like 8. But I don't know if you guys have been watching me for a long time, but I always tell people the tongue is powerful. Watch what you say. And it's so funny, because it's something that I have to learn too, you know, like sometimes when I get mad, I don't say the right shit, you know, and I really have to be like, wait a minute, like, did you like take that back, like like, come on down. But as far as like prophesizing over my life, you know, prophesizing for the things that I want, I make sure if it's lyrics in a song, I'm not singing it, because I just feel like that tongue, girl, when it speak, it's casting them spells, okay? And I want them spells to be nice over my life. I ain't playing. So I agree. Watch what you say. But then also the mind is even more powerful. I want you to understand that if you ever see something in your head, especially if you've been great, it was planted there for a reason. It means that you can do it. It really does. You just have to follow it through. And I'll tell you, I was just listening to a motivational thing, like, your dreams is not going to be easy to get. It's just not. If that was the case, everybody be out here living their damn dream. It's not easy, but you can do it, and it starts up here. If you feel that you can do it. I was just talking on my Instagram yesterday morning, of how I have this goal, I have this idea what I want to do, but I'm so fearful, right? And I'm like, that's what's holding me back. I'm going to tell you that right now. And I speak all the time about how fear really stops us. Like, fear is only there for a distraction. It's to keep you held up from being great. That's all fear is. Even when it comes to anxiety, like, it's fear. And it's just to stop you. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes fear is helpful for you, you know. If you see a fire, that fear is going to be like, girl, don't go that way, turn around. Sometimes it's helpful. But then sometimes it's just there to distract you. So I was telling people, my fear is not really like, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if it can get done. No. I have very much so confidence in anything that I decide to do is going to get done. My fear is it got to be right. It got to be perfect. It got to be planned out right. I got to do it right. And that's what fucks me up. Ain't shit gonna be perfect. And I think, what did they say? It's a saying in business, it goes along the lines of, the biggest failure is being scared to fail, or something like that. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, you're right. Because when you are scared to fail, you're never going to try. Because that fear of failure, you got to understand, failure is going to come naturally. But I do feel that when you do fail, it's something you can learn from and kind of pick up from there. So I am really, God is sending me this message. Don't plan, just do. Like, just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Because I know that the more time I spend kind of planning and trying to strategize it, it keeps my fear at bay. It kind of minimizes my fear because, like, all right, now I get to focus on this instead of just doing it. Ain't nobody doing that. See, that's the Taurus in you. Are you saying kind of like the grounded, the practical? Is that what you're saying? Like, why did you point that out for me? Because I think I know if that's what you're saying. I read my horoscope every morning. I do too. There's a couple pages that I always share on my horse. I wish I could show you guys. But there's a girl called Mecca Dreams. It's so many fake pages impersonating her. That's who I got my spiritual reading from. I look at her every day. It's a girl called LaBruja Barbie. So many fake pages. I read her every day. There's a girl called 88 something. So many fake pages, but I'm really guided by her. And then I can't think of the other two. There's a girl on YouTube. Her name is Alice. Now this, if you ever want to get into numbers, spiritual reading, go with this. I'm about to tell you this girl right here. She's on YouTube. I just found her. What she does is she has these pals, and you pick a number from a pal. Whichever number you're attracted to, whatever stone you're attracted to, you pick a number from it. Hold on, let me find her. I was just watching her. You probably see one of my comments up there I had made because I was just watching her because, oh, she ain't nothing but the truth. Like, you could tell that's just a true gift that she gives. What's this girl name? History. I'm about to drop something for you. I want you to follow her. Her name is Alice Love Exists Visions. Alice Love Exists Visions. Follow her on YouTube. She's lit. She is lit. Like, if you're interested in spiritual numbers and spiritual readings, all she do is give you pals, and she tell you pick the pal, and if you check the description box, there's a timestamp when she talks about that pal. But in order to pick the pal, you have to use your intuition. What's your gut telling you go? What number is popping up? Eliminate the biases, not your favorite number. The number that's like, go with this one. And it's so funny. Pick a number, scroll to the timestamp, and listen to what she got to say. Oh, it's lit. Hey, boo. Hey, girl. I'm ready to get up off here. You late. Yes, the grounded, practical, wanting perfection. There you go. There you go. I told you I've been reading up on this Taurus shit because I was the only one. I'm like, Taurus? I was expecting to see some type of air sign. I ain't no air sign at all, okay? Here we go. Num Num had to come with the abomination. So somebody got to be in a bunch. Somebody do. Hey, it has to happen, huh? I am a perfectionistic. I learned that was a trauma response. My therapist told me always seeking perfectionism is a trauma response. And I was like, whoa, like, damn. What she say? Are the girls you just named pages on Instagram or Twitter? These are girls are on Instagram. There are some girls on Twitter that I follow. I only follow like 24 people on Twitter. So go to my Twitter. It's at Nene Tanae, and you can look at the spiritual pages that I follow on Twitter. Those are the pages I really, really like. I don't follow a lot of people on Twitter, but so you'll be able to find. But those are Instagrams. If you want to know directly the pages, you got to DM me on Instagram, and I'll like straight shoot them to you. So you'll know who I'm talking about because, girl, I can't call it. But look, it's been a real good time. I've been running my mouth so much. Look at my damn wine, girl. What did I drink? What did I sip? I done poured up. It kind of reminds me of, what's my boy? Choice TV, girl. He sit there and he got this whole plate of food. At one point, he used to eat it. Got this whole plate of food. He gets so deep into the conversation, ain't touched the food at all. It's just there. It's just there for the aesthetic. That was me, sis. I didn't pick up the damn wine. What y'all doing? What is y'all doing? Anywho, it's time to wrap it up. It's 8 o'clock. Now, the next time we do this, guys, this was cool. It was like a nice little chit-chat. I have to remember that this is my podcast. So I want for this to kind of be structured. I want for it to be tuned in. I love the interaction we had tonight. But I'm going to plan and build on this because I really want it to kind of flow. I want it to be purposeful. I want it to be kind of intentional. And, yeah, I'm trying to figure out a way to bring back Where's My Tea back, and we're going to figure that out because I really, really missed that. And I think that was a diamond for me. So I got to get back. I got to get that diamond back. But anyway, so happy to see you, my beautiful sister. I'm so happy you guys came. I see some of my day ones in the chat. You guys have really, really been sticking with me. And even some of you viewers who have not even commented in the chat, but you here, I don't see you, but I feel you. Thank you, Nene, for today. You've been my bestie in my hair. You are amazing. So much love and keep being you. I thank you so much. You always have beautiful words for me. It's time for me to go. I love this. Hey, Rachel. What's up, boo? Thanks for popping in. Let me know. I appreciate it. You know, it's always nice to see you guys and talk to you guys. Follow me on Instagram. You ever thought about doing Where's My Tea on Instagram? 2022. Yes, sis. Get out. Yeah, I'm thinking about that. I think that's where I'm going to take the platform. Take it. But I love y'all. I'm an Aries and perfectionist, and damn, it's so draining and so learned that there's no such thing as perfection. I just try to get as close to it as possible. Oh, goddamn, not as close. Shit. Okay, y'all, I gotta go. Follow me on Instagram if you want to know all my shenanigans. That's real life me, okay? We gonna keep it 100 at Nene Tanae. Follow Heard and Heal Podcast on Instagram. That's at Heard and Heal Podcast. Until then, I'm gonna see y'all next Tuesday with a word, and we gonna talk. I love y'all. We talk soon. Bye.